morning, everyone. Just wanted to show you something real quick. This is a 500 watt motor, and if you look in here, you can see there is a lot of plastic on this gear here. Every single one of these gears you need to thoroughly clean up. Get all of that plastic out, clean it up very well. What has happened in this case is the planetary gears have detonated, and you can see how smooth that most of that is when they're supposed to look like basically like that. So all the feet on the plastic has ripped off, and the same here. Now what I've done, you have 3 holes in the stator cap, and what I've done is I've simply taken some electrical tape after I cleaned off the cap real good, and I put electrical tape over these holes. The reason that I did that is I don't want any contaminants, 1, getting in here, and 2, while I am pulling out all of these plastic bits, I don't want that plastic piece to fall down between my stator magnet and the magnets and whatnot. So if you decide you're going to do this on your own, just make sure you take your time, get everything cleaned up real good, make sure that you have electrical tape over the holes like I said, so you don't have any plastic falling down into here, which could cause more issues in the future. So once everything is done, you can just redo everything with the white heat resistant lithium grease and get it put back together. But this is a little bit time consuming and tedious, but again, this is something that you want to make sure is done right, and every little bit of that stuff comes out. Now you can use a steel brush if you'd like also. It's just going to be much more difficult to get in there because this is such of a small area to try to clean with a steel brush. So I use a flat screwdriver, and then I go behind it with a brush to make sure everything is cleaned out all the way around. Once that is done, then what I'll do is I'll renew the lithium grease. Obviously I have to put a new planetary gear set on it. Now you can buy the entire unit if you want. If you do that, you need to get the full measurement from here to here. You need the measurement from here to here, also from the keyway to the back area. Then when you're done measuring all that, you're going to have to take a measurement of your planetary gears from outside to outside, and you need to know how many teeth that these are. In this case is a 36T system. And then I also use the bearing number because this will sometimes help, sometimes it doesn't. But there's a number here stamped with the letters and stuff, and then you have 606Z, which are the bearings in this. And another way to make it easier, simply type in what size motor you have. If it's a 250 watt, 350 watt, you want to type that information in, and it's more likely that you will have that type of planetary gear system come up. You can open up pictures. The majority of the time they're going to have measurements on their website, so you can take their measurements and measure all of what you plan on replacing. If you don't want to replace planetary gears and you want to replace the entire unit here, you can, this entire unit, including the planetary gears, you can do that as well. And in most cases, it's going to be much easier for people, especially if you don't have a C-clip remover tool. So a lot of people aren't going to have that, so probably the easiest way is going to, again, just replace the entire unit with the planetary gears. But anyway, guys, just wanted to point that out real quick. Hopefully this will help you out, again, if you decide to do this on your own. Also, while you're inside the motor, go ahead and stick your finger in that bearing and feel that bearing. If you feel anything that feels gritty or kind of like sandpapery feeling, definitely replace that bearing as well. Again, these sealed bearings do have a number stamped on them. So if anything feels gritty, that means they're not far from going out. So go ahead and replace that while you've already gotten it apart. Other than that, guys, I've got to get to church. So everybody have a good day.